Hey everyone, Travis here towards the end of day 4 of Worlds with Freddy, fresh off of a victory against TSM. It seems like it's been kind of your coming out party here, because I mean, a lot of people know and you've been like, this good guy, you're a good player and all this, but the hype that you've had here at this event has been crazy. Do you feel like that's the case? Like, have you been getting a lot of messages? Do you think that like you're just like kicking ass here, or what's the deal?
I think I've been playing really well here. And the patch really favors me, my style that I like. But, I mean, I've been playing really well, but honestly, I think the competition in top lane in our group is not as strong as people might think, so that allowed me to shine. And I remember one game in particular, like the Ryze teleported out of lane at level 4, so of course I got ahead and won my lane. And yeah, I mean, I'm just playing my best, and I'm doing really well every game, so...
Do you think this is going to continue? Like you'll just ride this hype train into the next year of LCS, and everybody's going to think everybody's going to first pick you in the drafting for the drafts for fantasy LCS and all that?
Yeah, I hope it will continue. I don't think I'm ever going to be first picked, though. I don't think I'm popular enough. But yeah, I mean, as long as the patch doesn't drastically change the game, then I think I'm going to be like one of the top in Europe. Yeah.
Remind me, you weren't able to bring out Aatrox at all, right? Were you at all disappointed in the fact that you weren't able to?
Yeah, I was really disappointed that I wasn't able to play Nidalee or Aatrox. It was like permabanned every game. Yeah. It was like my two favorite champions. As a team, we didn't find a way to like deal with it. Like we didn't force any other bans on anything. So it's really frustrating, but I knew it would happen, kind of. So I practiced a lot of Mundo. I practiced a lot of... Like I even practiced Trundle in case people pick Mundo. Like I played a lot of different champions outside of those two, so it didn't affect me too much.
Well, let me talk a little bit to you with you about the TSM match, because you guys just won. It was kind of an upset. People were expecting a tiebreaker, and then you guys sort of come in and just sort of ruin their day. Now, first off, let's just jump to the end. What do you think happened there? It seemed really strange. Like they pop in your base, we see this kind of strange teleport. Shot calling was just kind of strange. Yeah. First off, what was going through your mind when you saw all that unfold in your base?
Well, when they rushed our base, we knew we had to fight them. We weren't even sure if we were going to win or not because they crushed us in the fights before it. But like, I think that move summed up the whole game because it was a complete mess in my eyes. Like I think both of us made really bad mistakes. We had such a big lead, I felt like, and we did nothing with it. So I think that move there by them summed up the entire game.
And like after you had beat them, aced them, were you immediately aware that you'd won the game, or what? What was happening in comms?
We had no idea if we had time to finish it or not. So we were like, oh, let's take inhib and go to Nash. Yeah. But when we actually killed the inhib, we realized that we can finish it, and yeah, we're really happy to beat TSM because they crushed us the first game when we had a sub, and this was kind of a pride game for us. Yeah. We had to win for us.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that too, because I mean, I know it's really unfortunate you had to play with your sub, and I'm sure it must feel kind of frustrating at this point, didn't get to move on, but what is your feelings and sort of SK's feelings now that you've done this? Is it kind of like a bummer that you can't move on and you're like, maybe we had this potential to get out? Like what's going through the team's thought processes right now?
Well, the first thing is we're really disappointed about it because we know this whole thing could have gone better, and when it happened, it was a big mindset hit for us more than anything, because Julius played well, but I think the rest of us didn't really step up. Like we didn't want to play as much anymore. But yeah, the whole thing is just really disappointing.
And for you guys, I did notice there were some smiles on some of your teammates' faces whenever they came out. Is this like a decent consolation prize? I mean, how do you guys look at this?
I think, considering what happened, we're happy with the results we got. Like, we won 2 games with Svenskar, and we beat TSM. We forced them into the 2nd place. So yeah, I'd say it's a consolation prize for us.
Final question, what's next for you? Did you go on vacation? Are you going to try to make it out to Korea at all? Like what are you doing now that you guys are out?
We're going to have a big vacation for the whole team. Like we're really burnt out, and hopefully we're going to keep the same roster next split, but we're not sure about that yet. But I think there's going to be a lot of changes in Europe as a whole, so we'll see. Yeah. But a vacation is the first thing.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for the interview. Really good to talk to you, especially after you've gotten so much well-deserved praise from the community and the analysts and all that. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of our coverage of all things Worlds at ongamers.com.